Hello all, today I'm going to talk about the data page. So in data page, we have a concept of multi-sourcing. We would have heard about this during interview. So the answer for this, like how we can achieve this using the deep page, that is what today I'm going to explain. So even when I have attended interview once, I had this, the interviewer asked same question to me, like I have a data from multi sources, how you will configure the deep page to get the response or get the data from multiple sources. So that is what I'm going to explain you in this class. For that, I'm just gonna create one deep page. Deep page name is get data from multi-source. Okay. The class is going to be data address. Just create and open. So it's created. Now I'm gonna mark the structure as a list. So I have also covered this page type structure and list type structure, load management, security parameters, all the things in other videos. If you want to learn about the basics of a D page, you can go and check in my channel. So I'm just marking this as a list page. You see here, this is what I'm talking about. We have an option here to achieve this. So if interviewer asking you about this, like using dpage, how you will configure the multi-source to get the data. So here is an answer. When you click on this add alternative source, you will get an option. So based on the condition, you can call the sources. Some cases we need to get the data from rest. In some cases, we need to get the data from report definition. Some cases it will look up. So based on the sources, it will vary. So for example, I'm gonna create one venture here. Is source body. So in this venture, I'm gonna check. I'll just give some existing property. I'll take py label. I'm gonna check call rd. If the value of this py label is call rd, then I need to make a call to RD. Okay. So what I will do, report definition. The name of the report definition I need to select here. So it's going to be the address class, right? So I'm gonna take the address list. Okay. So this is first one. Second, okay, if I have only two sources, then this is if not otherwise. Some cases we will have more than two. In that cases, you try to add one more time. You will get condition to validate the when rule again. So is sources lookup or rest, anything it might be. It's based on our requirement. Just click here, create and open, advanced, same py label. I'm gonna mark this as a call RD, right? So this is going to be call lookup. So whenever it is call lookup, second one. So I'm gonna keep it as a lookup, and the class name of the lookup, it is an address, right? So I'm selecting address, and the response map address details. So otherwise, I'm just gonna call some activity to get the details. Okay. Okay, the parameter is mandatory for this. So I'm just gonna pass the current parameter. Even if you want to update this to some other report definition or DT, you can update it. purely based on our requirement only. So I'm just gonna keep for now testing purpose. That's it. Now our D page is ready. Now I'm gonna call this D page from some DT. Okay. For that I'll just go here. I'll create one data transform. Multi source D page. So the class is going to be FSG data address. Just create and open. Okay, the first thing I'm going to set here is I'm just see the page context might change anywhere, so I just wanna maintain some page context. So I'm gonna create a page of FSG data address. Okay, so now I'll go here py work page dot py label. I'm gonna update this as a first. I will call lookup. The second, else if I'm gonna call now. Okay. So the next step, I need to call dpage. So how we can call the dpage? So my dpage name is this is my dpage name. Just copy this dpage name. Go to your dt data transform. Provide the so this is going to be code ega list. Okay, and this is my ex results. This is done. Now I'm gonna call. So I just need some temp page to call this. So I'm gonna create one temp page of figure list. Fine. Now I'll call this temp page. In the temp page px results, I'm gonna make a call to this dpage dot px results. Okay. So now I'll just do save. This is done. Now I'm just going back here. So to make sure the page context, I'm gonna keep the same page context I have used in the main data transform. Data. So we should be following the page context always. Otherwise, sometimes it will not work. Because sometimes if you're not following this page context, this py label from parent dt will get will get set it into different page, and when we are coming to this sub rules, right, so the page context will not get picked properly. That is why I'm just trying to define a page context from parent. First data address. Now I'll go and add this in the condition. Now it's ready. Now I'll go here. I'll just trace. Okay, we can just run trace and run. Step 1. py work page dot py label got set. Where is the okay? I'll just go here to check out. Moving here, I'm gonna create. mm, just moving that to here. I'll remove this. Let's remove. Save. Okay. You see the D page name I have called here is wrong. That is why it is not getting called. So it has to be. This is our identifier. So I just provided the label. Now I'll just go run trace. So it is getting called. So what is the error? Okay, no records found for the lookup ID PYGUID, because for the second condition I need to pass some PYID. I'll go here and I need to set PYGUID as well. So now I'll go to address. I'll go to records. I'll pick some ID. So this first ID I'm going to pick. I'll go and set this here. That's it. Now I'm going to rerun this. Run, trace, and run. We see here. It is already run and it is having the context. Okay, I'll go here in the D page. Check out. Load management, reload once per interaction. So whenever I'm trying to interact, it will try to reload this D page. Just close. I'll close now. I'll go here. I'll try to run now. Trace, run. Still I'm getting same error. I'll just verify what is the error. Okay, still the PYGUID which I'm passing is not getting picked. Fine. I'll try to send this to this D page. I'm gonna mark it as a param here. So here for the second list it was asking for the param, right? Parameter, this PYGUID. So I'm gonna mark this as a param to save. Now in the parent I'm gonna mark this as a param, and here I'll go and set this something like this. Now I need to check for the context, so we can run and check it. Trace and run. Now I'm able to see the result without any error. And just scroll down, you see this is our RD. From our RD, which one is getting picked? You see here first event rule, that is the source from RD, it got failed, and the second one, source from lookup, got true. Since it is true, the second source is getting picked. So in the second source we are setting the details here, right? We can just go and check. Where it is getting set. Code bigger list, param, scroll down, temp page dot px results. This is the result. You see, country, street as for reference, and we can verify our GUID. So this is the GUID I have passed. Control F, Control V. So show, Control V. See, this is the GUID I have passed. For this GUID, it has brought the result here. So this is how the multi-sourcing will work. Now I'm gonna update this as a call RD. I'll save. Now I'll rerun this. Action, run, trace, run. Pass, scroll to bottom. Okay, here you see the first event rule got true. That is from RD. So and we can see the report definition call has happened, and from the report definition the source query timeout. The total result for the condition we have passed is 0, because even for this report definition we have a input. We have a parameter. We go to the page, scroll down, let us go for the report definition, go here, parameter. So it is expecting for the reference number. So I'll just pass this. I'll copy here reference number. Reference number is nothing but our PYGUID only. I'm gonna. So we have already sent one param, right, from primary page for a PYGUID. So I'm gonna use the same here. We can verify once. I'll go to this DT. I'll copy this value. I go here to that, open this report definition, private edit, scroll down. So I'm gonna replace with this value, the GUID value we are passing from the parent rule. Just run. We will be able to see whether the result is there for this particular reference number. So there is no result for this reference number. So even if you are trying to pass, so it will be 0 only. So what I will do, I'll go to this address. I'll try to take some other reference number. Okay, I'll take this reference number and I go here to this report definition. I'll pause this and I'll run. Yeah, I have a result. So now I'll discard this. Okay, I've discarded. So I go to this primary one. I'm gonna remove this. So I'm gonna pass this as a new reference number. Now I'm passing this to PYGUID, and this PYGUID we are passing to report definition. Now I'll go and run this. Trace, trace, and run. So now we can go here and see the result count is 1. So now EX results, I can go and check. See, we have got one result for this particular reference number. This is how we call the multi-source. So I'll meet you people with a different concept.